This is Judith Padala. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So, I want to briefly mention about the people that I have interviewed in the past. One of them is a software developer. He's one of my family friends. His name is Rahul Thumidi. And the other one's in the investment banking sector. He's an executive accountant. That's my big brother. His name's Keon Buckley. He's been in the field for 2 years, while Rahul has been in the field for almost 8 years, who's like a senior in his field. And in today's video, I want to compare these two industries, like incorporating like the insights from relational leadership, diversity, and like other concepts that I learned in the previous modules. And when it comes to leadership in software versus the investment banking, like leadership is often like collaborative in the software field from what I've learned from the interview, and it's like a lot of teamwork and then fostering like innovation, and leaders act as mentors and guiding teams through like technical challenges, while investment banking is like more fast-paced, high pressure. You got to make split-second decisions, and you got to have a strategic vision and like adaptability really quick. Both the fields value leadership, but investment banking, requires decisive leadership and focus on like high-stakes outcomes. When it comes to like relational leadership model, software development, like leaders tend to like empower teams by mentoring junior developers, while investment banking is like purpose-driven leadership and is essential in managing like investment and financial risks. And especially in like trading and like financial transparencies, like there's always like ethical challenges that arise and they have to like deal with it. Both the industries apply the RLM principles, but in different ways. Tech leaders prioritize like team growth, while like financial leaders focus on like strategic and like ethical decision making. And the role of like authenticity, from what I've asked my interviewees, they are like authentic leaders create like collaborative and like open culture in software development, while it's harder to maintain that in investment banking because it's like high pressure and like client focused industry. So, well, finance leaders lead by example through performance, while software leaders are to like mentors. You have to like teach each other the ways. And like, now I asked Rahul about the ethical concerns, including data security and like how they deal with things like securing data, like open source ethics. And investment banking, they like revolve around the financial transparency, like risk taking, and like conflicts of interest. Well, they both face like ethical challenges as far as what I have asked my interviewees, but finance has more regulatory oversight, while tech ethics are more like self-governed. That's what the people that I interviewed told me. And then from what I have to talk about, well, to begin with, in this interview, the software engineering part and then the investment banking part might sound like they're two different fields, but finance is everywhere. Even though I'm a cybersecurity major, I'm a junior, I could still have a chance to like going to a business school after I'm done with college. So these two are the fields that I'm like really interested in. That's why I chose these two people to interview. And from what I have learned, I kind of like resonate with both of the fields. I still have no idea like where I'm going, but either of those fields, you always gotta work on yourself and your leadership skills to like, essentially go higher in whatever you're doing. While finance might be a little more stressful, a little more fast-paced, like cybersecurity, but tech is all about like innovation. You working at your own pace sometimes. Like for example, jobs like cloud, you work at your own pace. It's not like hacking or like cybersecurity, but anything that revolves around like risk-taking thing like finance, like you gotta have That's why they make a lot of money, because it's really stressful, and you sometimes be working 50, 60 hours a week if you're an investment banker. And that's why people intern as an investment banker and then they quit their jobs. And it's highly stressful. Both of the fields, they're not that easy, but you'll almost feel like you're a part of a better community if you're in there, because you're doing something that's like useful to millions of people, and that's why you also like get a heavy paycheck. But the importance of leadership, diversity, and ethical like decision making in any profession is always like one of your primary goals to like satisfy. It's almost like a requirement in my opinion. And that's all for today in this video. Thank you so much.